Baseball on ABC7.
Warm and overcast here in downtown Minneapolis, and a sellout crowd will be on hand today as we bring you Cubs baseball on ABC7. It's the middle game of a three-game interleague set against the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Jim DeShays, I'm Len Casper. All Twins last night, 7-2 in the series opener. They got a lot of contributions throughout their lineup, but particularly from their third baseman, Trevor Plouffe.
Yeah, the Twins so much better in their home ballpark. Trevor Plouffe was really good here. Routine ground ball should have been 2 to Castro. He mishandled it. Leads to a 2-run inning for the Twins, and then Plouffe started banging the ball off the wall. First to right field over the head of Chris DeNorfia, and then a little bit later on, he'll go left center on a bit of a hanging breaking ball there from Kyle Hendricks. Last year, Trevor Plouffe hit 40 doubles to finish 4th in the American League, and he's among the league leaders in that department this year as well.
And you're right, the Twins 23-12 in this ballpark. They've won their last 3 in a row. The Cubs could only muster 4 hits last night, but 2 of those were home runs from Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah, some positive signs from Rizzo. Lately, he's been in a little bit of a mini funk. 4 out of his last 24, but 3 of those 4 have left the ballpark. A long home run the other night in Cleveland, and then for the second time this year, a multi-home run game for Rizzo. That's the 9th time in his career he's hit 2 in a ball game.
Cubs dropped to 500 on the road. They're 5 over overall this season, and we'll talk about today's starting pitching matchup. The Cubs have their ace on the mound when we come back.
Coming to River Bandits games. I love eating popcorn and watching baseball and all those crazy funny acts. But mostly I like to play in the bounce house and ride cool rides like the Ferris wheel and the dropping twist. And if I do my chores, my dad even lets me stay up late and watch the fireworks.
Dylan, you missed the spot there.
Well, at least I don't have to clean the bathroom.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park,
Where the fun never stops.
What's more American than a cheeseburger? This cheeseburger, loaded with a hot dog and potato chips. In the hands of all-American model Samantha Hoops. In a hot tub. In a pickup truck, driven by an American bull rider. On an aircraft carrier. Under the gaze of Lady Liberty. As she admires the most American thick burger. With a split hot dog and kettle-cooked potato chips on a fresh-baked bun. New at Hardee's.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sun Dolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Have you or a loved one experienced harmful side effects from a transvaginal mesh implant used to repair pelvic organ prolapse or stress urinary incontinence? Complications include severe pain, bleeding, infections, erosion, and can require additional surgery. An $830 million settlement has already been agreed to for injuries caused by transvaginal mesh. If you suffered harmful side effects from a transvaginal mesh implant, you may be entitled to significant compensation.
Call the Law Office of Parliament and Associates at 1-800-796-7238.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at mbusa.com. By DeVry University, different on purpose. By American Family Insurance, insure carefully, dream fearlessly. By Jeep, come discover great deals during the Jeep Drive and Discover event. And by Southwest Airlines, book your low fare now at southwest.com. Back here in Minneapolis, we'll be on ABC7 tomorrow for the series finale as well. And let's get into our Cadillac pitching matchup. John Lester has pitched against the Twins before and coming off one of his better outings of the season.
Yeah, real good work from Lester last time out against Cincinnati. He's not had a lot of luck against the Twins, especially here in this ballpark. He's 0-2 in this yard with an ERA over 6. At his best when he's pounding the bottom of the strike zone with sinkers and cut fastballs and mixing in the occasional curveball. That's a real key for John. He loves that cutter-sinker combination, but the curveball is a good pitch for him just to get the hitters off of that heater. And that's what he did last time against Cincinnati. He punched out 4, didn't walk anybody in that game. And when he's on, he'll get a lot of outs on the ground.
Yeah, Lester said that's kind of what I'm all about, that last start. If he can replicate that, he'll be in very good shape. The Cubs facing right-hander Trevor May for the first time. This is his 22nd Major League start.
Yeah, he was originally sent to AAA, but in the rotation due to injury, and he's done pretty well up and down year, but lately pretty solid stuff from May. The last 5 starts, 2-2 with a 3.19 earned run average.
Cubs have dropped 2 in a row. They have not lost 3 straight since early May. And May's on the mound for the Twins. Maybe that's a good omen. Lineups in the first pitch are coming up next.
For more than a decade, the Quad Cities Business Hall of Fame has recognized exceptional business leaders for their entrepreneurial spirit. Junior Achievement of the Heartland is proud to congratulate 2015 laureates Caroline Rule and Dana Waterman, as well as young entrepreneur Sean Moeller and outstanding JA volunteer Jeremiah Hudiker. They are inspiring examples of JA's purpose to empower young people to own their economic success. Visit jaheartland.org to learn more.
Sometimes doctors and hospitals make mistakes, perhaps a failure to recognize symptoms or simply a misdiagnosis. That's when you need an expert to find out what went wrong. If the medical error was preventable and it caused a life-changing injury or death, we can help you get answers, ease your mind, and get the fair compensation you deserve. Call 1-800-67-FAIRNESS. RSH Legal, fighting for fairness.
3 LA ladies could not get a date until a day came that would alter their fate.
They're looking at us. In LA, they look past us.
They crashed in a place unlike any they'd been, where age doesn't matter and who cares if you're thin.
In Cleveland, everybody seems to think they can pull off wearing shorts.
Yes, Cleveland had all that these women could seek, and there you will find them 5 nights a week.
I get disgusting gestures 10 times a day. It is fantastic.
Not in Cleveland.
A full hour, weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Do you have a structured settlement from a settled lawsuit? Are you currently getting regular payments from an insurance company for that settlement? To turn those payments into a lump sum payment now, call CBC Settlement Funding today. You can access all or just a portion of your settlement.
To learn more about getting your money now, call us at 1-800-280-2046 for a free, no-obligation offer. Again, that's 1-800-280-2046.
Welcome back to Minneapolis, and this high-definition broadcast is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports.
Well, let's take a look at our keys to the game. Well, turn the page. Yeah, the Cubs struggled in every department yesterday. Didn't hit well aside from Rizzo. A little sloppy defensively. Kyle Hendricks had a rough start, so need to move on from that. And they've been able to do that lately when coming off a tough loss. And beware of Torrey Hunter. Torrey Hunter with very good numbers in his career against John Lester. He and Joe Mauer, both solid stuff against Lester. That's our Mercedes keys to the ball game.
Set the umpires for you. Manny Gonzalez will work the plate. Paul Schreiber is at first. Todd Titchener at second. And the crew chief, Jim Reynolds, who wore the mask last night, he'll be at third today. We haven't had many matinees here lately. Been a lot of games at night. I would say under the lights, but we have the lights on. Got some rain early this morning. We should be in good shape the rest of the day. And the Twins have taken the field behind big right-hander Trevor May. And the Cubs lineup today brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Fowler, Rizzo, and Bryant 1, 2, and 3. Chris Coughlin is going to be in the cleanup spot. Look what he's done lately against righties. Starlett Castro had that tough night last night. He's at short. Kyle Schwarber, the DH. Chris DeNorfia is in right. David Ross, as per usual, catching John Lester, and Addison Russell will hit ninth.
Twins defensively, it's brought to you by Nissan. Rosario, Buxton, Hunter, left center, right infield of Plouffe, Escobar, Dozier, and Vargas. Kurt Suzuki is behind the plate. And Trevor May on the mound, 25 years of age, big fella, 6'5", 240 out of Longview, Washington. He's making his 13th start, 4 up, 5 down, a 4.26 ERA. He's got a 4-pitch mix. So both a 2 and a 4-seam fastball, curveball and a changeup, and his slider likes the curveball a little bit more than the slide ball.
And the first pitch weather for today brought to you by Four Seasons Heating and Air Conditioning. For all the right reasons, call 866 Four Seasons. We've got a clear forecast. That's the number one thing. A west wind at 13 and 77 degrees. It's a little humid, but it's June.
Yeah, it's baseball weather. Yep.
And again, a sellout today. 36-8-17 here last night. And there are a lot of Cub fans here in this ballpark. They hope to have a lot more to cheer about than they did last night. So here's the switch hitting Dexter Fowler against May, who's facing this Cubs lineup for the first time.
Twins put a shift on for Fowler, only one on the left side of the infield. That's the third baseman, Plouffe.
And away we go. Fastball outside.
The advanced defensive metrics don't really like the Twins. They've been playing solid defensively in terms of errors, especially lately. 8 consecutive games without a miscue for the Twinkies. May will go 90 to 93 with that fastball. Pretty good arm side run on his 2-seamer. Curveball might be his best pitch.
The ball hammered down the right field line, but foul. Home run distance, but he pulled it too much.
And May got away with one here. They're trying to crowd Fowler, and that fastball's middle in. Not in. Here's the changeup.
That's low. It's 3-2. Rizzo on deck. He homered 2 times last night. As JD mentioned, May is from the state of Washington. He wears a size 16 shoe. He's 6'5", 240.
They're growing big up there.
Another payoff delivery, and this one sliced to left. Over in the corner, Rosario, and he can't make the play. It lands foul, and we'll do it again.
So Fowler a bid for a home run. That was fouled down the right field line. Now potential extra base hit. Ben's foul down the left field line. Having a good at bat, making May work hard here.
Twins wearing their alternate home pinstripes, that off-white, harkening back to their first year here in Minnesota after they moved from Washington. I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
Good look. Another fly ball. Buxton ranging toward left center with the sunglasses on. Good battle. May wins it. And here comes Rizzo, who added 24 points to his slugging percentage last night in his 9th career 2-homer performance. Curve is in there for a strike. It's hard to find a stat or a split that does not favor Anthony Rizzo.
No, when you look at the leaderboard, he's among the top 10 in just about everything, including road batting average. He's hitting .328 on the road. I saw in that graphic, really tearing it up lately away from Wrigley. Well, now they deploy he's not going to bunt shift. I saw him do this last night with 2 strikes in the count.
Yeah, and it worked. Pulled in the air to right, where Torrey Hunter, just shy of his 40th birthday, will make the play.
And going back to post-rain delay the other night in Cleveland, Cubs have had a lot of quiet 3-up, 3-down innings. Didn't get anything done against that Cleveland bullpen, and Phil Hughes had a lot of clean innings in his start last night.
Yeah, we've had a lot of starts and stops here over the last week or so. It's been kind of a strange schedule. But it is what it is. Part of the deal. Four hits in game one. Bryant did not have one. That snapped his 14-game hitting streak.
I will say in the ball game last night, the Cubs did hit into some tough luck in that they hit a lot of balls hard, but people were able to track them down.
They with a 1-2, yanked to left. It's deep, and it's caught on the warning track. 3 fly ball outs. John Lester to the mound when we return to Minnie.
When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with too many families who have learned that their mothers and fathers, or grandmothers and grandfathers, have been terribly abused in a nursing home. Bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, even death. I'm attorney Presley Henningsen. If you're worried about how a nursing home treated a loved one, call 1-800-67-FAIRNESS. RSH Legal, fighting for fairness.
Hi, I'm Chuck Long, new CEO and Executive Director of the Iowa Sports Foundation. As a former college and NFL quarterback, as well as a coach, I know a thing or two about teamwork. Rally your neighbors, coworkers, family, and friends, and register for the Live Healthy Iowa 10-week wellness challenge. My team is ready. Get active and live healthy. Team up and join the challenge at livehealthyiowa.org.
Attention all parents of boys who have taken the drug Risperdal. The medication Risperdal, approved to treat bipolar disorder, ADHD, irritability associated with autism, and other behavior disorders, has been linked to abnormal weight gain and breast tissue growth in boys, also known as gynecomastia. Males who develop gynecomastia are often required to undergo corrective surgical procedures, and many patients suffer emotional trauma in addition to the physical pain and suffering. If your son was prescribed Risperdal and was diagnosed with gynecomastia after taking the medication, you should call Parleman Law Firm to learn the legal options against the drug's manufacturer. Let our experienced legal team fight for the compensation and justice you deserve. Your claim may have time-sensitive criteria, so contact us now to see if you are eligible for a Risperdal lawsuit.
Contact the attorneys of Parleman Law Firm at 1-800-921-0681 for a free and confidential legal consultation. That's 1-800-921-0681.
Twins are 16-9 against left-handed starters. Now their lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Dozier leading the American League in extra base hits. Rosario with that nice base running maneuver last night. Mauer's going to DH today. Plouffe at third. Torrey Hunter with his first action of the set. Suzuki the catcher. Kenny Vargas plays first. Escobar at short. And the rookie Buxton in center.
And on the mound for the Cubs this afternoon, the big lefty, also from Washington State, John Lester. John working for the 14th time, 4-5 with a .399 earned run average. League bats .278 against him.
First pitch swinging. Brian Dozier pops it up, and Anthony Rizzo makes the catch. He's on a 27-pitch complete game pace.
Let's take a look at the Cubs defensively. It's brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Let's go to the outfield. There you'll find Coughlin, Fowler, and Denorfia. Moving into the infield, third to first, Chris Bryant, Starlin Castro, Addison Russell, Anthony Rizzo, David Ross behind the plate. And as we mentioned, Big John Lester on the mound in pursuit of his 5th win. First ever in this ballpark.
Yeah. 5 times he's pitched here in Minneapolis at the Dome and here at Target Field, and he's 0-3 with a .616 in those outings. Strike one, and Eddie Rosario homered on the first pitch of his career. That ball lined back up the middle and into center for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the series.
Pretty tight to home plate. That ball actually in on him a little bit. He pushes it on into center field for a base hit. Twins don't run a lot. They were pretty aggressive last night. We'll see if Paul Molitor wants to try to do a little something with Rosario on first.
Joe Mauer, a career .316 hitter. That entire career spent with his hometown team. Pretty good lead. Rosario just takes off for second. Throw there. Safe. Throw was just a little bit high, and he got in. Looks like they have decided they're going to run on John today. First movement, he was off and running.
You know, and Lester's very quick to home plate, and Ross throws well. As the throw is high, if it's down, they probably have him.
So he's 5 out of 6 on the year. Meantime, 1-0 to Mauer. Middle infielder squeezing a little bit, trying to keep the runner honest. 1-1.
Lester's velocity will fluctuate between 91 and 95.
.93 that time. One of 3 games currently going on. The Blue Jays leading Baltimore in the 5th in Toronto 2-1, and Rangers and White Sox just underway scoreless in the 1st. The White Sox have dropped 8 straight.
Rosario dancing around out there off second base, trying to distract Lester.
Swing and a miss on the cutter.
Boy, that pitch had great action. Really big lead, just a lot of activity out there.
Did you happen to see Kike Hernandez the other day for the Dodgers? He was doing that off of 3rd in the bottom of the 9th in a scoreless tie, and Keone Kela of the Rangers balked.
That was a balk-off win
to end the game. Yeah. Full count on Mauer. Plouffe is on deck. He walked him. Hey, Cub fans, let's go. The Cubs are heating up. So is the weather. Make plans to enjoy a game inside beautiful Wrigley Field. The Cubs are back home this Monday, June 22nd. For a short 4-game homestand with the Dodgers. Tickets are still available. Make sure you visit Cubs.com today. Plouffe had the big game at the plate. He had 2 doubles, knocked in 4, but also had 2 base running gaffes. Kind of lost in the shuffle since they won the game 7-2. We talked about Paul Molitor being such a great base runner. Molitor had actually worked with Plouffe on his base running when he was in the minors and here at the big league level. So they had a laugh about it, which you can do when you win by 5.
Apparently it didn't stick, huh?
On the ground to Castro at short. The flip to Russell for 1. They're going to turn it. 6-4-3. So unable to turn it in the first inning yesterday, but they do it today.
I'm attorney Tim Semmelroth. Do you know how far some workers' compensation companies will go to deny legitimate claims? snoop through your old medical records, spy on your Facebook account, even hire an investigator to park outside your home with a camera. Do you really think injured workers will get a fair shake from insurance companies like that? Protect yourself. Call 1-800-67-FAIRNESS. RSH Legal. Fighting for fairness.
Life is a journey that often goes in directions we don't expect, but every journey happens one step at a time. Black Hawk College can help make your journey more successful with more than 140 certificate, career, and transfer options to choose from. Whether your next step is learning new skills, changing careers, or working towards a bachelor's degree, Black Hawk has the program that's right for you.
Take the next step in your journey.
Registration for summer and fall classes is going on now.
Call our advisors today or visit us online to get started. Black Hawk College was my next step. Make it yours.
Nice going, Spencer. I can't believe we broke Old Man Hennessy's window.
Correction, dude. You broke. I just threw the ball.
This is really bad. What are we gonna do?
We?
Go to the door, ask for the ball back. Are you serious?
It's my ball, Myrtleback.
You're so dead. I'd run away.
Yeah, to Uruguay.
Kiss your life goodbye. Sorry.
Let's go. Yeah. You got me in your well.
Nice life. Some friends you are.
Keep smiling, keep shining.
Hi. Tell him it was an accident. And we can fix the window. Come on. I'll come with you.
Loyalty. Pass it on.
You go first.
A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Great to have you with us. John Lester gave up a hit, a walk, but a 6-4-3 double play ball allowed him to get out of the inning with no damage. Foul strike on Chris Coughlin.
Well, just 3 batters into this ball game, it's difficult to draw any big conclusions, but it looks like May is going to be pretty aggressive with that fastball, so Cub hitters should have some pitches to swing at here this afternoon.
Bounce past the mound, but right to the shortstop, Escobar.
They got a piece of him.
Forward upcoming schedule. We're here tomorrow on ABC7 and then back home to play the Dodgers for 4. And then right back to the road.
The road goes on forever and the party never ends. Well, stretch of competition against good clubs. First place Dodgers, first place Cardinals, and then the first place Mets. At least that's where they all stand today. Mets hanging on by half a game over the Nats. Stay down. All right, nice play. Didn't have to backhand that ball, but it's all right.
The 0-2 to Castro is spoiled. May was drafted out of high school in the 4th round in 2008 by the Phillies, taken one slot after Jason Kipnis went to the Padres. Kipnis did not sign that year. May went 11-1 his senior year at Kelso High School. Helped get that team to the state championship game. Plouffe with a strong throw to get Castro. That's 5 up, 5 down for Trevor May.
Trevor May was also the valedictorian of his senior class. Plouffe gathers himself over the top with a good, strong four-seamer across the diamond. It's the goal. Ideally, if you have time, you like to get that grip, a four-seam grip, so the ball will fly straight and true.
Strike called on Kyle Schwarber.
Well, now they're shifting. Now they got the after strike one rotation going on.
And rolled foul. If you like prospects, this is a fun series for you. These are guys in these two organizations. So going into 2015, according to Baseball America, 6 of the top 19 prospects are in these two organizations, and the top 3 in all of baseball are in the lineup today.
Yeah, just a flood of young talent coming to the big leagues in recent weeks and months.
Jorge Soler currently on the Cubs DL as Schwarber went after a high one. Miguel Sano may be here at some point later this year. Scoreless early.
I'm attorney Presley Henningsen. When you've been injured on the job or you feel that your livelihood is threatened, when it may be gone forever, I can help. Often injured workers have trouble getting proper medical care and sometimes are pressured to return to work before they're healed. There are laws to protect injured workers. Call 1-800-67-FAIRNESS or visit fightingforfairness.com and get this free guide to Iowa workers' compensation claims. RSH Legal, Fighting for Fairness.
Mom, when is Daddy coming home?
Daddy misses us too, honey.
He called her on the road. Hi, honey. From a lonely, cold hotel room, just to hear her say, I love you one more time. A little voice came on the phone and said, Daddy, when you come home. He said the first thing that came to his mind, I'm already there. I'm already there. Take a look around. I'm the sunshine in your hair. I'm the shadow on the ground. I'm the whisper in the wind. I'm your imaginary friend. And I know I'm in your prayers. Oh, I'm already there.
Hey, buddy. Being there. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
John Lester against a nemesis. Torrey Hunter, 14 for 28 against him in the regular season, including the postseason. 16 out of 41 for a .390 average. Hunter recently served a 2-game suspension for his actions during a game last week against Kansas City. He and home plate umpire Mark Ripperger did not see eye to eye. And the tearing off his jersey, throwing it onto the field.
Went into meltdown mode.
The 0-2 from Lester on the outside corner. So Lester wins this battle.
Just beautiful execution by Lester. Get the swing and miss on the slow curveball, and then paints the outside corner. Just dots it. Little Picasso right there. Xfinity Pitch Tracks with a pretty good illustration of Lester working over Torrey Hunter.
The catcher, Kurt Suzuki, 1 for 4 and a run scored last night. Drives that ball high and deep to left. Ballpark's not going to hold it. And it's 1-0 Twins. Upper tank shot.
That's an ambush there from Suzuki, his 3rd home run of the year. Let's take a look at our Toyota home run cam. Looked like they're trying to crowd him and didn't get it in, didn't get it down, left it out over the plate and up. 10th one allowed by John this year.
73rd career home run for Suzuki. .410 feet. Vargas playing first. He's a switch hitter. Cutter strike. 1-1. Curveball that time missed. Tenth homer allowed this year by Lester.
Vargas switch hitter, far better from this side of the plate. .356 as a right-handed batter as opposed to .176 from the other side.
Awkward swing on strike 3. Watch Chicago's #1 news, ABC7 Eyewitness News in the morning, weekdays 4:30 to 7 a.m. with Judy Sue and Terrell Brown. .14th start of the year at short for Eduardo Escobar. He's played several other positions as well as he grounds to short to end the inning. Kurt Suzuki, long homer. It's 1-0 Twins after 2 innings.
I'm Presley Henningsen, a husband, a father, and an attorney. A car wreck can bring your life and your responsibilities to a standstill due to no fault of your own. If you need guidance after a car accident, or if you have questions about your legal rights, call 1-800-67-FAIRNESS or visit fightingforfairness.com. You can receive this free book, The Law Guide to Iowa Car Accident Claims. RSH Legal, Fighting for Fairness.
I remember one instance that I said to Brian, I don't want to die. I don't want this to be it. I'm not ready for that. And there's so much that I want to do. There's so much I want to accomplish. And he was very strong and just said, you're not going to.
If she had a difficult thing during treatment, it was the fact that she couldn't skate. Being diagnosed with a lymphoma and going through the chemo could have knocked anybody down. But it didn't knock her down.
Research that the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society funded for Rituxan, which was one of the drugs that I took, helped make the survival rate what it is today. It will end. You know, there will be a cure, a definitive cure. Finding the good in whatever life throws at you, I think is the way we should approach each day.
Monday, July 6th.
If you actually blink, you're going to miss it.
America's favorite magic show reappears.
Pretty great.
With an all-new season.
Penn and Teller, ladies and gentlemen.
You amazed us, but you did not fool us.
Penn and Teller fool us.
Season premiere July 6th on the Quad Cities CW. The Simpsons. Weekdays at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Seinfeld.
Weeknights at 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
Let's take a look at the Cubs blog. It's on ABC7.com. Brought to you by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide agent serving the area for 37 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. 1-0 Twins. Bottom 3 in the Cubs order, starting with Chris Denorfia. Breaking ball strike from Trevor May. Good numbers for Denorfia. Fairly limited time. He's been on the disabled list twice with a hamstring strain.
Good heater there down around the knees. Maybe pitching to keep his spot in the rotation. Erwin Santana expected back in early July.
And he's currently on the suspended list. He got him outside corner.
A little change piece there, right on right. Borderline low. May gets the call. Tenorfia hopping mad.
Ross has 10 hits. 6 of those have been doubles, making his 18th start. Curveball, a little high.
That's interesting. So David wears that little cheat sheet on his arm when he's catching with the little scouting tips, and he's wearing it to hit here.
Maybe he needs instructions on what the other team's pitcher will do against him.
Maybe he just changes out the
he's got enough
cheat sheet.
He's got enough to do to put on all the gear. That's one other thing you got to take off and put on. Might as well just leave it on.
It's small. You don't want to lose it in the dugout and be fishing for it.
Now, if he's out to dinner tonight wearing that,
yeah, he'll be peeking at it, going, "Oh, looks like I should have the sirloin tip tonight."
The fastball had some rising action.
It's not a strikeout staff here. May leads their team in strikeouts and strikeout rate, but he's just about league average with his strikeout rate, but he can get some swings and misses with that high heater.
Drill down into deep center. Buxton has some room. Again, 4-11 just to the left of straightaway center.
MLB.TV Premium is #1 for streaming live sports. Watch every out-of-market game live or on demand in true HD on over 400 mobile and connected devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. Yeah, straight away, boy, you really got to juice it to get it out of here. The deepest part of the ballpark, got that little notch in left center, and just off straightaway center field. The ball will carry pretty well from the 377 mark in left center to the left field foul line.
Packed house today here at beautiful Target Field. Ground ball into right, and the Cubs have their first hit with 2 outs in the 3rd.
Russell had a good night last night. Even 1 out of 3. Also hit a sharp line drive that was caught to right field. Stays inside that one nicely. Delivers a sharp single. Hey, I like what they've done with this ballpark with the big dimensions straight away and the high wall and right. It's going to lead to a lot of doubles and triples, and I think those are, for me, that's more exciting than balls leaving the ballpark.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Line short left, and it'll drop in front of Rosario. So the Cubs are back-to-back 2-out singles for Anthony Rizzo.
Right man in the right place. A couple of long ones last night. Fowler had a very good at-bat last time. Hit some balls hard but foul. This time a little flare settles in for him for a knock.
Pitch to Rizzo is yanked foul. Let's check out the league leaders brought to you by DeVry University. Runners in scoring position. Since June 5th, the Cubs leading the National League. Problem was last night They went 0 for 0. Twins went 4 for 17. It's a large discrepancy in opportunities. Strike called.
Yeah, Twins ruled the time of possession last night. If it was a hockey game, Cub fans would have been yelling, "Get it out of the zone!"
And of course, he would not have been very good.
That's the puck possession stat.
Yeah. Rizzo shortening up with 2 strikes.
Yep. Shorten up, quiet down the lower body, use the hands. The cutter from Hughes. See ya. That one was beefy.
Another 0-2. That's a fair ball. Russell's going to score. Fowler to third. Rizzo hustling towards second. Throw goes there. He's safe. And we're tied at 1.
Up on his toes to get that high fastball. And you're not going to have any luck if you try to pull this pitch. He got on top of it, lashed it to left, and we are tied.
On an 0-2 offering. Three straight 2-out hits. So he is now 7 out of 20. That's a .350 batting average on an 0-2 count.
Bryant and Rizzo have both been really good with runners in scoring position this year. You want that one.
Would you get some major league averages? 0-2.
134.
161. Bryant strikes out. But those guys don't do much in that spot, but Rizzo with the big hit, and it's 1-1.
I'm Tim Semmelroth. I've heard people say that those from the Midwest are caring people. I agree. I grew up in Iowa, where your neighbors are your friends and your children are God's gift. And when tragedy strikes, you can rely on each other to help you pull through. When a car accident occurs, your friends and your family will be there to comfort you. Let RSH Legal help you with the insurance company. Don't go it alone. We're here to help. RSH Legal, fighting for fairness.
Family Guy's been hacked.
What is this? What's going on?
And the family's freaking out.
What are we watching?
Every intimate detail.
Chris, our bath is ready.
I don't know what to do now.
Every embarrassing moment.
You know, Meg, I'd love to see you without your hat on. Okay.
Every compromising situation.
You look like garbage. What happened?
Tap into Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised.
Weekdays at 5:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
What's more American than a cheeseburger? This cheeseburger, loaded with a hot dog and potato chips. In the hands of all-American model Samantha Hoops. In a hot tub. In a pickup truck. Driven by an American bull rider. On an aircraft carrier. Under the gaze of Lady Liberty. As she admires the most American thick burger. With a split hot dog and kettle-cooked potato chips on a fresh-baked bun. New at Hardee's.
This is on, and you're invited to be a part of the tradition at the 33rd Annual Genesis Firecracker Run, the area's first and only competitive July 4th running event. A full race day schedule includes music, awards, hospital bed races, and more. Plenty of fun for the entire family. Sign up early to get your race t-shirt and save with special rates. For more information, visit either website. Join the excitement and support our community at the Genesis Firecracker Run, July 4th in East Moline.
Got it. No. We are back. Anthony Rizzo with an off-field double, tying the ball game at 1-1. And this is the young phenom for the Twins, Byron Buxton, taking his first at-bat of the day. Called up just a few days ago.
Two balls, no strikes. Seventh major league game for Buxton. Torrey Hunter has really taken him under his wing. And what a great guy to learn from. Foul past third. I asked Torrey Hunter, who was your guy when you came up? And first name he mentioned was Paul Molitor. That's right. He's now playing for his former teammate, Matt Lawton, another name that came up. So Hunter now trying to impart his wisdom to the 21-year-old Buxton. He said not just baseball, just the daily grind of being a big leaguer, all that is involved, and it's a lot more than what happens between 1:05 and 4 p.m. today, for instance. 3-2.
Yeah, you got to learn important things like make sure you tip the bellman.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to spend that meal money. Make sure you're at the ballpark on time.
Dealing with the media, all kinds of stuff. Swing and a miss, strike three.
And probably more than anything, how to deal with failure and disappointment, because there's plenty coming every player's way.
Let's look at today's National League Central standings, brought to you by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. The Cardinals leading the way right now by 5 over the Pirates, who had their winning streak snapped last night. 8-gamer came to an end with a 4-1 loss in Washington. Strike called on Dozier. In terms of handling the media, I know we sang Paul Molitor's praises as a player last night. He was great with the media for this reason. And I covered the Brewers when I was just a kid, toward the end of his tenure there. And I said this to him today. When the clubhouse opened to the media, Paul Molitor sat at his locker and was ready for the media every day right when it opened. They'd get their 2 to 3 minutes with him, and then they wouldn't bother him the rest of the afternoon. Just get it over with.
Yeah,
then they don't chase you around. You don't have to hide.
Yeah. Especially if you're that guy. There's always 1 or 2 guys in every club that the media wants to check in with to get their take on things.
Yeah. Never made anybody chase. Just do it. And talking with their people here, the other thing he doesn't do that his players seem to appreciate is he does not constantly refer to his playing days. He's no longer a player. He's a manager. And when you're a Hall of Famer, it would be very easy to go, well, here's what I did.
Yeah, and you could really alienate the guys in your clubhouse with that approach. There's some Hall of Famers who, whether it's managing or pitching coach, hitting coach, who just have not been able to do that. They haven't been able to check themselves, and maybe it was easy for them, but it's not easy for the average player.
One and 2 on Dozier. 22 doubles, tied for the major league lead.
An extreme pull hitter. Also hits the ball out of the ballpark a fair bit, 13 times. He came into this game batting .264, good enough to lead their club in batting average. Now, batting average can be an overrated stat, but I don't know what the lowest batting average is for a team leader, but that's got to be amongst them.
It's got to be, yeah. So he leads the American League with 38 extra base hits. The last second baseman to lead the AL in extra base hits was Alfonso Soriano with the Yankees in 02. Before that, you got to go back to 1945. So it's just not a position where you expect to get these kind of power numbers. He's a Keystone man, right? Second base.
Mm-hmm.
He has popped out to Rizzo twice.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. Check out our exciting model lineup by visiting your local authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer or visit us today at mbusa.com.
Saturday matinee from the Twin Cities. Back with you tomorrow, same time, same two teams. Jake Arrieta, Kyle Gibson, right-handers here on ABC7. We're going back-to-back on ABC7. My advice to the station would be get your rest tonight. Start doing this every day. You got to conserve your energy.
Every day, yep.
Yeah. Bryant in at third and the 1-0.
Make sure you got a good, strong cup of coffee waiting for you in the morning.
Suzuki with the second inning home run. That's the Twins run. The Cubs tied it in the top of this third on an Anthony Rizzo double. Swing and a miss. Lefty to lefty. 2-2.
Lester, kind of an old school drop and drive type pitcher. You know, normally we see a big tall guy. To get a hold of him early, you'd say, hey, stay on top, stay tall, and drive the ball down in the zone. But Lester's kind of old school the way he breaks down that back leg. And he's built for it. He's a sturdy young guy. Strong legs, tireless worker.
And Rosario waves at strike three. They go down in order for the first time.
For more than a decade, the Quad Cities Business Hall of Fame has recognized exceptional business leaders for their entrepreneurial spirit. Junior Achievement of the Heartland is proud to congratulate 2015 laureates Caroline Rule and Dana Waterman, as well as young entrepreneur Sean Moeller and outstanding JA volunteer Jeremiah Hudiker. They are inspiring examples of JA's purpose to empower young people to own their economic success. Visit jaheartland.org to learn more.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sun Dolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay $0 down, $0 due at signing, and $0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the capable Explorer or the smart and innovative Escape. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease an Explorer or Escape with $0 down, $0 due at signing, and $0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
I love coming to River Bandits games. I love eating popcorn and watching baseball. And all those crazy, funny acts. But mostly, I like to play the bounce house and ride cool rides like the Ferris wheel and the dropping twist. And if I do my chores, my dad even lets me stay up late and watch the fireworks.
Dylan, you missed the spot there.
Well, at least I don't have to clean the bathroom.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park,
where the fun never stops.
Watch Chicago's #1 news, ABC7 Eyewitness News, weeknights at 10 with Ron Majors, Kathy Brock, Cheryl Burton, Jerry Taft, and Mark Giangreco. Strike called on Chris Coughlin. He's batting in the cleanup spot today. 0 for 4 in the series, but coming in 378 his last 11 games. With 2 strikes, the Twins over shift. May with the 0-2 is hit foul.
Conklin trying to exploit that opening now on the left side. Well, everybody in the game shifts now, some more than others. What we're seeing from the Twins here in this series, a lot of mid-count shifting. We don't see a whole lot of that. Trying to guide that one the other way.
Foul tip, strike 3. 4th punch out for Trevor May.
Pretty good curveball right there. Tight spin.
Castro grounded to third his first time up. Big topic of conversation is his mental gaffe in the first inning on defense. Allowed the Twins to get an extra run. Said no excuses. Was bad. Should never have happened. Should not happen. He apologized to his teammates. And we move on. That ball will drop. Just kind of ladled out into right. Dozier couldn't get it.
Right off the end of the bat. That's a thing of beauty there. Get a knock with that. Nice effort by Dozier.
And the DH Schwarber 0 for 4 in the set. 6 for 14 since coming up from Double-A.
Hit the ball sharply once in the ball game last night. Struck out. They're starting to work him up in the zone with fastballs. We'll see if he's able to either lay off that pitch or get on top of it.
Off the plate inside, 2-0. So May came up with the Phillies. He was their minor league pitcher of the year in 2011. And then was their top prospect going into 2012. Cue shot, and Schwarber's going to reach on a swinging bunt single.
How about the 2 hits in this inning? May's got to be scratching his head saying, you got to be kidding me. It's a perfect pitch with a breaking ball to Castro. He hits it off the end of the bat. And now this thing, this little cue shot from Schwarber.
May struggled in 2012. At the Double-A level in the Phillies chain, his stock may have dropped as a result at a 4.87 ERA. He was then traded prior to 2013 here with Vance Worley for Ben Revere, and then made his major league debut with the Twins last season. 1-0 on Denorfield. Foul tip.
Hey, look at those little creatures.
I don't think Chris saw them. Chopper past Gary Jones at third. 1-1 tie here in the 4th.
That was a changeup. It was about thigh high right over the middle of the plate, but Norfie out in front a little bit. Not where you want to leave that pitch, ideally. He got away with it. He's had some tough luck in this inning, and he got a little fortunate there that Norfie didn't do more with that pitch.
Castro at second, Schwarber with a big lead at first. The short hop pick by Plouffe, and they'll go around the horn 5-4-3, and that'll get Trevor May out of the fourth inning. Bottom four, still 1-1.
Get ready for Family Dollar Days Mondays. The Family Credit Union and WHBF-TV invite you to take part in 5 unique and fun opportunities. Every Monday from June 15th to July 20th, enjoy dollar admission at the Family Museum, Putnam Museum, Quad City Botanical Garden, Red Hawk Learning Center, First Tee, and Molene's Riverside Aquatic Center. Make sure you visit FamilyCU.com for times from all of the Quad City venues. Stop wondering what you can do this summer. Take advantage of the museums, gardens, golf, and swimming all summer long. Family Dollar Days Mondays, brought to you by the Family Credit Union and WHBF-TV.
Do you have a structured settlement from a settled lawsuit? Are you currently getting regular payments from an insurance company for that settlement? To turn those payments into a lump sum payment now, call CBC Settlement Funding today. You can access all or just a portion of your settlement.
To learn more about getting your money now, call us at 1-800-280-2046 for a free, no-obligation offer. Again, that's 1-800-280-2046.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers' high rate and high pay are everywhere.
They're making another minimum payment. Great. Most of the money goes to us.
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your neck.
Can lower his rates and consolidate his bills into one low payment. Consolidated Credit drives us batty.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
'Cause debt sucks.
Call now.
Call Consolidated Credit at 1-800-910-0306.
You can drive a Scout to camp. Just sign up your team and play a round of golf with an Iowa Section PGA Pro at the Davenport Country Club on June 22nd. All proceeds support scouting programs in our area. Play the BSA Pro-Am Scrabble format using Stableford scoring. Plus, the individual score of your pro may be used. You can win a 2-year lease on a BMW 5X, a trip to the 2015 Boy Scout Pro-Am at Pinehurst, or even attend the BMW One-Day M School. Good fun for a good cause. Join these sponsors and drive a Scout to camp.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard. It's brought to you by Jeep. Battle of the Birds in Toronto, 2-2. Rangers and White Sox early on. Nothing. Often have this debate by saying it's scoreless. Invariably, a fan will check in and say it's not scoreless. The score is 0-0. True, but
well, yeah.
When you say scoreless, you know what that means.
Yeah, sure. You know how some people are.
Those people. Joe Mauer, 329 lifetime versus the National League. He walked his first time up. DHing today.
No longer the force he once was. Power numbers way down in recent seasons. Everything down right now. His batting average is off. Suspect that'll pick up. But when you compare him to other American League first basemen, he's way down near the bottom offensively.
He struck him out looking.
Join the Cubs for the 2015 Youth Baseball and Softball Appreciation Night as they take on the Dodgers. So this coming Wednesday, that's the 24th. Tickets will be in a special section, and each attendee receives a special Cubs rope twist necklace. For more information, visit Cubs.com/special events.
Plouffe hit into a double play in the first. Off the end of the bat, right down the left field line. Foul. May I hand out some plaudits today?
Sure.
I don't think we do enough plaudits.
Plaudit away.
I don't think we use that word enough. Today's plaudit goes out to David Price. 0-2. Why?
Yes, why?
Because he admitted that he checks Instagram and Twitter during the game, just like Pablo Sandoval did. He told TMZ Sports that and some other things, but I just appreciate the fact that we know a lot of guys do that. They just don't admit it. So he just doesn't hit like.
He didn't like
to kind of show people that
he didn't leave a footprint.
He's a starting pitcher, pitches every 5 or 6 days. You can't ask a guy like that to not do it, right?
Well, you can.
You can,
sure.
But
and I mean, what's the harm? I guess
right.
would be my point. I mean, some clubs are more finicky's not the right word, but care more about some of those things than others.
Not hit hard. Bryant will get him. Watch the show everyone in Chicago's talking about. Chicago's most watched local talk show, Windy City Live, weekdays at 11, only on ABC7.
As starting pitcher, you pitch every 5th day, so you have a lot of downtime. So ideally, you like to have your pitchers out there in the dugout cheering on their teammates and, paying attention to the game. Maybe you can pick something up, but most starting pitchers in the course of a game will drift up into the clubhouse for a little while, check in on the boys up there, see what Otis is up to. Maybe grab a snack.
Swing and a miss by Hunter.
And the whole dust up in Boston a couple of years back with the whole chicken and beer thing going on, that was probably a little extreme.
But
for those of us who've been around the game a long time, the chicken part of it, the beer part, no, but the chicken part of it didn't really surprise me.
Well, if they were a 109-game winner that year, everybody would have thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other stuff that doesn't have anything to do with what's going on down on the field, it only matters if you're really good or really bad. If you're really good, it's deemed to be this bonding thing. And if you're really bad, it's deemed to be a huge distraction.
Lack of focus,
right. Called strike 3. Lester has struck out Hunter both times. 1-1.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay $0 down, $0 due-it signing, and $0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the fun-to-drive Focus, or of the stylish and innovative Fusion. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease a Focus or a Fusion with $0 down, $0 due-it signing, and $0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
This summer, get ready for suspense. Unbridled jealousy.
She's still there.
New beginnings.
Goodbye.
And sheer exhilaration.
Lock and load. Roger.
It's the event you don't want to miss. It's the Summer of Audi sales event. Get the Audi you've always wanted with $0 due-it signing now during the Summer of Audi sales event.
Attention all parents of boys who have taken the drug Risperdal. The medication Risperdal, approved to treat bipolar disorder, ADHD, irritability associated with autism, and other behavior disorders, has been linked to abnormal weight gain and breast tissue growth in boys, also known as gynecomastia. Males who develop gynecomastia are often required to undergo corrective surgical procedures, and many patients suffer emotional trauma in addition to the physical pain and suffering. If your son was prescribed Risperdal and was diagnosed with gynecomastia after taking the medication, you should call Parleman Law Firm to learn the legal options against the drug's manufacturer. Let our experienced legal team fight for the compensation and justice you deserve. Your claim may have time-sensitive criteria, so contact us now to see if you are eligible for a Risperdal lawsuit.
Contact the attorneys of Parleman Law Firm at 1-800-921-0681 for a free and confidential legal consultation. That's 1-800-921-0681.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. David Ross swings and misses. John Lester settling in. He has retired 8 in a row since the Suzuki homer. And Ross gets a hold of one out into deep right center, and it's going to be off the wall. '11th hit and his 7th double.
He goes up there, and his philosophy is swing hard, right? Just get aggressive. He's not feeling for the ball. He put a pretty good charge in one last time. Hit a deep drive to center field. They were able to run under. This time, right center with authority, and it's a leadoff double for David Ross. Chugging hard. If the Cubs can cash it in.
Two balls, no strikes on Addison Russell.
May's been a little bit better of late in terms of pitching deeper into ball games. Early on, that was not the case. The Twins bullpen in good shape here because Phil Hughes went 8 innings last night.
Back to the seats down the left field line. Cubs went out and got the A's top prospect in the Samardzija Hamill deal almost a year ago. And he's become a big part of this 2015 Cubs team. He just got hit. Two on, nobody out for the top of the lineup.
And they're getting their third look at the young right-hander, so a real chance here to do some damage. A two-seam fastball got away from May. Russell pays a price, but takes his base. Fowler's had some good swings here today. Looks like he sees the ball pretty well against Trevor May.
I suppose, ironically, Trevor's worst month this season was May in terms of his ERA. 4.43 in April, 5.52 in May, down to 2.00 in 3 starts so far in June. He's in some trouble here in the 5th. Fowler bunts through it.
Actually got to work from behind now. His first start this month in Boston, 7 innings of 2-hit shutout baseball. He struck out 9. And 6 innings of 1-run ball against Kansas City. Last time out, 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs to the Cardinals.
Pulled and caught, and Ross is going to be doubled off second. Just a freeze on a liner, but David thought that ball was going to get past Vargas. It did not, and that's a huge play for the Twins.
A ground ball double play to end the last inning. This one a little less conventional. A rocket off the bat of Fowler. Heck of a play by the big guy Vargas. And David Ross just getting a little overly aggressive there.
Rizzo off the end of the bat, a 1-bouncer to the shortstop Escobar on the other side of the bag, and just like that, the inning is over.
nursing career to the next level. Visit upgrade.kaplan.edu.
Year after year after year, Ford F-Series delivers outstanding toughness, capability, and efficiency. Construction, farming, forestry, F-Series is #1 in every hard-working industry out there. Not just this year or last year, since Puka Shells and Disco. Ford F-150, Ford Super Duty, America's #1 trucks for 38 straight years.
Now lease a 2015 F-150 with EcoBoost for only $319 a month.
An important medical alert for all parents of boys who have taken Risperdal. The medication Risperdal has been linked to breast growth in young men, also known as gynecomastia. The FDA issued several warnings to advise patients that young males grew enlarged breasts after taking Risperdal, and in some cases required corrective surgery to treat the complication. If your son was prescribed Risperdal and has been diagnosed with gynecomastia,
call Parliament Law Firm at 1-800-715-9786 for a free legal consultation. 1-800-715-9786.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Disney Pixar's comedy adventure Inside Out from the creators of Up. Meet the little voices inside your head in 3D, now playing. That's all right. Lose a hot dog, just keep eating the bone.
Yeah, I love that. Love that approach. It's a game of adjustments, and that little man dropped the dog, but he stayed on the bun.
Lester in on Suzuki, who took him deep his first time up.
This is beautiful. See, the dog goes, a brief moment, thinks it over. Says, I'm good. Let's just keep working on the bun.
Condiment's still working. We're in good shape.
That's how Kobayashi got his start. Just don't give up. Just keep going.
Might be an infraction, though.
Yeah, I don't know if you get credit for that.
Yeah. 1-1. Hit hard and foul.
You know, John has been down all afternoon long, with few exceptions. One of them was the elevated fastball that Suzuki jumped on him, first pitch fastball. It was almost like that was just a reminder to John, wait a minute, get back downstairs. And he's been dominant since then. Hasn't been a ball out of the infield since the Suzuki home run. Came in the second with one out. Just tried to crowd him, left it out over the plate. Second decker for Suzuki. So 10 home runs allowed by John Lester this year. 9 of them have been solo shots.
Yeah, you don't ever want to give up a home run if you're a pitcher, but if you do, you'd rather have it be with nobody on. Vargas and Escobar to follow for the Twins in the bottom of the 5th. Got some good Cubs minor league notes for you today. We'll start with the pitching since Lester's working right now. Frank Batista, Double-A Tennessee's now 7-2 with a 1.70 earned run average. Strike 3 called. Give him 7 on the day. His last 3 have been looking.
Oh, backdoor cutter works its way back to the outside corner. No dispute from Suzuki.
Right-hander Don Roach at Triple-A Iowa, 7-1 with a 2.29 ERA. Swing and a miss by Vargas. Back to Double-A Tennessee. Billy McKinney yesterday, 5 for 5 and a doubleheader. Mike Olt has joined the Smokies on a rehab assignment, coming back from the fractured wrist. Rizzo will get it to Lester for the out.
On Friday, September 11th, the Zach Brown Band is coming back to Wrigley Field for their Jekyll and Hyde tour. Tickets are on sale now at Cubs.com/Zach Brown Band. Don't miss your chance to see the 3-time Grammy Award-winning ZBB at Wrigley Field. Cubs.com/Zach Brown Band.
Myrtle Beach Pelicans playing a doubleheader today, and they need one win in their final 3 games of the first half to clinch the Southern Division title, the first half title. So their magic number is down to 1. Mark Zagunas 4 for 4, 2 homers last night. The Eugene Emeralds, the new Northwest League affiliate of the Cubs, 2 games into its season. Ian Happ, the Cubs' first-round pick this year, made his pro debut, went 1 for 5. So congrats to Ian Happ on the start of his journey.
Yeah, he did not waste long getting that contract signed. Anxious to get his professional career started.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Well, 3 balls, no strikes to Escobar. Buxton on deck. Escobar has made starts at short, left, DH, third, and second this season for the Twins.
Good 3-0 pitch there by Lester. Plenty of the plate, but kept it down.
Twins tied with the Yanks 37-30, leading the American League wild card. Cubs are tied with the Giants for the 2nd spot, 2 percentage points ahead of the Giants, I guess. Cubs 35-30, San Francisco 37-32 after beating the Dodgers in LA last night. 9-5. Buster Posey hit a grand slam. So the Giants are now 8-2 versus LA in a game and a half back in the West. Towards center and through. Snaps a string of 10 in a row retired by Lester.
There's a culture that's been in place here in Minnesota for a long time. It started with Tom Kelly, passed through Ron Gardenhire. Watch this base running here by Escobar. What appears to be a routine base hit to center field. He is selling out going down the line, ready to take advantage of any kind of a miscue out there in the outfield. That's how you run the bases.
Yep, good stuff. Buxton's 2 out of 21. Small sample size, but he's trying to get settled in here and maybe a little anxious at times at the plate, which you can certainly understand.
And not uncommon for even the most talented of young players to come to the big leagues and deer caught in the headlights look about them as they settle in. Everything's so new. Every ballpark's new. Facing new pitchers.
21 plate appearances, no walks, now 8 strikeouts. One of his 2 hits, a triple. That gives him 13 overall combined with his minor league numbers.
Rick Stelmasic, a Chicago guy, a longtime coach here in Minnesota, used to refer to the third deck syndrome. Players coming from the minor leagues to the big leagues, getting to big ballparks. And all the bells and whistles and bright lights. It can be a little daunting.
1-2 the count. Runner goes. Buxton fouls. The crowd is booing. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, they thought that there was a stolen base here. They failed to realize that there was a foul ball.
Well, yeah, it was a pretty obvious foul ball. Come on, Twins fans. You should know better.
They're focusing on the base runner.
You would think Escobar will be going again here, right? Buxton down in the count. If he ends up leading off the next inning, not the worst thing for them. And he'll get the bag without a throw.
It's a good pitch. It was a breaking ball. Ross realized he wasn't going to have a chance. But didn't come out of his crouch. Just made sure he caught the pitch.
Go ahead run now in scoring position. Good lead by Escobar.
If you look at the numbers for David Ross in terms of his throwing, you would say, well, gee, he's not throwing anybody out. Well, he's catching John Lester, who's been very easy to run on. It's 20 steals on John this year. 3 have been caught.
Ball 4. So that's the first walk Buxton has taken at this level.
Top of the 5th, the Cubs looked like they were poised to have a big inning, came away with nothing after the line drive double play. Bottom of the 5th inning, 2 quick outs, nobody on. It looked like it was going to be an easy inning for Lester. All of a sudden, Twins put a couple of base runners on for a dangerous hitter.
Dozier leads all major league second basemen in homers, RBIs, and doubles. Definitely have to put him in that all-star mix. Gotta figure Glenn Perkins out of their bullpen will make the club. Perkins perfect in save chances this year.
Yeah, and the other numbers are really good too. Got a 1.53 ERA.
0.76 in the save chances. What am I talking about? We're trying to put Twins on the American League All-Star team. It's going to be the Royals, right?
Yeah,
and then a few other guys. Well, every team has to be represented. I, by the way, have no problem with Royals fans voting for their own players. It's the way the system works.
It's a bad system.
Change the system if you want to rectify it.
Well, I saw a link or a story the other day, but there's been a bunch of votes have been discounted now.
Yes. Hanging chads. No, I'm not sure why they were not allowed. I think you're allowed to vote up to 35 times or something, but yeah, some ineligible votes have been thrown out.
No, when I was a kid.
Will we have a recall?
I don't know.
Have to be a quick recall.
Well, let's get the Supreme Court involved in this. Kansas City v. MLB court case 105.2. When I was a kid,
what it would be a fan. It would be like Joe Smith versus like a class
guy who's supporting his guy.
Yes. So when you were a kid,
suing Dozier for Dozier as opposed to Infante. When I was a kid, going to the ballpark in Montreal, I used to punch out the paper ballot.
Yeah, I did too.
And I took it very seriously. I didn't vote for my favorite guys. I voted for the guys that I thought were most deserving. But every team now has this campaign to vote for our guys, and so if that's the way the system is going to be, yeah, you can't blame the Royals fans.
Good battle
to put,
here.
Buddy Biancalana in the All-Star game.
Golf to left. See if Coughlin has some room over there. He does not. That low side wall.
And even if they don't score, take a little bit of a bite out of John here in this inning when it looked like it was going to be an awfully quick one for him. Forcing him to throw some extra pitches on a pretty warm, muggy day.
Escobar at second, Buxton at first. 2-out rally here for the Twins in this inning. Castro will come in and make the catch to end the inning. They strand 2, 1-1 after 5.
And your new dentures will be ready in a few weeks.
A few weeks? How am I going to eat?
With this.
I am not doing that.
Okay, let's try something new.
And your dentures will be ready Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
At Aspen Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're fixing dentistry with dentures in days, not weeks. Just call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
New perspectives lead to new perceptions, like the one you get behind the wheel of the all-new Chrysler 200. With its unrivaled craftsmanship and superior fuel efficiency, you won't look at sedans the same way again. One drive and you'll discover why the Chrysler 200's popularity is growing faster than any sedan in its segment. Join us now during the Chrysler Drive and Discover event. Right now, get $3,000 combined cash allowance, plus an additional $500 bonus cash on the 2015 Chrysler 200.
Spring is the time to refresh and get all those things that need repair or replacement up and running. Need to fix your AC, roof, water heater? We can help you get it done. Think Sun Loan. No matter how much you need, our friendly staff will get you a loan that's right for you, with monthly payments that you can afford and no payday loan traps. It's that easy. And when you come to Sun Loan, bring a friend or two. We will take care of you when they get an approved loan from us. Now you know. Go to a Sun Loan office near you. Get ready for Family Dollar Days Mondays. The Family Credit Union and WHBF-TV invite you to take part in 5 unique and fun opportunities. Every Monday from June 15th to July 20th, enjoy $1 admission at the Family Museum, Putnam Museum, Quad City Botanical Garden, Red Hawk Learning Center, First Tee, and Molene's Riverside Aquatic Center. Make sure you visit FamilyCU.com for times from all of the Quad City venues. Stop wondering what you can do this summer. Take advantage of the museums, gardens, golf, and swimming all summer long. Family Dollar Days Mondays, brought to you by the Family Credit Union and WHBF-TV.
Hey, Cub fans, if you miss any of today's action or you just want to hear JD's jokes one more time, ABC7 will rebroadcast each one of their Cubs matchups on the Live Well Network. This afternoon's encore, the Cubs Twins, will be aired in its entirety beginning at 7 p.m. on ABC's digital channel 7.2 and the following cable channel positions. 1-1 6th inning. Chris Bryant in a 1-1 count. He is on a pace to drive in over 100 runs. Not too many rookies do that.
I'm guessing you have some information to support that.
I don't.
Oh, I thought you did. I was waiting for the. No. As a matter of fact, it's only been done.
No, I don't. But I'm sure we could find it.
Now you got me. Got me going to the Google machine here.
Close, but didn't get it. 3-2. Coughlin on deck.
Works better if you put RBI as opposed to BBI. Try that again.
That's a leadoff walk.
That's a good at bat. A little floating changeup. Take a look at our Xfinity pitch tracks. Working away from Bryant. And he's gotten away with some bad changeups here today.
First walk he's allowed.
Ted Williams had 145 in 1939.
Yeah, but that's Ted Williams.
Yeah.
48 times a rookie has knocked in 100. Jose Abreu did it last year for the White Sox.
Well, I don't know what I pulled up. I got some site here saying that only 4 guys have done it other than Williams. You got I must have a bad site. That's a big discrepancy. You got 48 guys?
48.
This site is saying Hal Trotsky, Dale Alexander, Albert Pujols, and Joe DiMaggio, along with Teddy Ballgame.
Yeah, well, Abreu last year.
Well,
right. Yep.
I'll have to send a letter to that
website from 1978 or something.
I don't know. I just clicked on this link.
That can be dangerous.
From Deep Right Field is the name of the site.
Coughlin with an aggressive hack that time, 1-2. I think I found the answer to your note. Abreu joined Trotsky, Williams, and Pujols as the only rookies to have 30 doubles, 30 homers, and 100 RBIs. So maybe there's another component to that RBI category. There have been 4 White Sox rookies to get to 100 knocked in. Bryant goes, Coughlin fouls.
Ron Kittle, he had a big rookie year.
Ron Kittle did it, yep. 1983. So it's happened more often than I thought. But still would be a nice milestone. And if Chris is batting behind Anthony Rizzo the rest of the year, that'll help his cause.
Yes, because as we've pointed out often, the RBIs are a team stat, really. It's a function of opportunity as much as anything. Maybe not as much. Still got to drive them in, but it's a big piece of it.
Long pause by May at the belt. And now step off. Another check on Bryant. Probably could have a bigger lead. He got back with no trouble. Not running. That's into right. Bryant makes the turn on his way to third. Another great chance here. Cubs had first and second, nobody out in the fifth. First and third, nobody out now in the sixth.
Yeah, tie ball game here in the sixth. We'll see how Paul Molitor chooses to play his infield. Good swing here by Coughlin. Hits the ball hard his first time up, but bounced off the pitcher to the second baseman for an out. Last time a punch out here. A solid single to right, and Bryant scoots on over to third. Twins will play for two in the middle of the diamond.
It's interesting. Trevor Plouffe trying to eavesdrop a little bit. Every time Gary Jones and Chris Bryant get together, Plouffe walks over just to see if he can pick up anything. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Yes, comes under the category of doing your due diligence. See if he can. Now Bryant should be going on contact here. Ground ball. He should be trying to score because the Twins are playing for two.
Big strikeout for May. That's the first out, and it'll bring up Schwarber.
Not the pitch he wanted to make. It backed up on him, but got the swing and miss from Castro.
Let's see if Kyle Schwarber, the rookie, can come up with a big hit. Doesn't need a hit necessarily. He's trying to drive something to the outfield to get this go-ahead run in.
Good fastball there. 94 down around the knees. May's been impressive today. The Cubs have put a lot of pressure on him, but he's been able to work out of jams.
Center cut on that one. Twins do have some action in their bullpen. Ryan Presley, a right-hander, is up. Cubs have had very few chances, and all of the runners in scoring position opportunities have been today. There's Presley.
It's Eddie Guadardo out there, the bullpen coach for the Twins, a longtime closer. It's been a chase pitch here for Kyle last couple of ball games. Just needs to get it down a little bit. If he catch up to it, it's going to go a long way.
Walking a single to start the inning. Castro then punched out, and it's 1-2 to Schwarber. These are valuable at bats for Kyle Schwarber, and even more valuable for his team. And overly aggressive there in an RBI spot, and May took advantage. 2 outs. No, you don't want that one.
No, they just kept going higher and higher, and he's going to see a bunch of that until he learns to lay off of it. And you know, the indication when you look at his numbers and what we've seen of him, for the most part, he doesn't chase many bad balls. He's just a little anxious there. Oh, more than a little.
Denorfia with 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
Well, he's got a chance to be a hero here and pick up Castro and Schwarber after their strikeouts.
2 on, 2 down, 2 strikes on Denorfia. May has a sign from Suzuki. Here it comes. 1-2.
Maybe start Coughlin here.
Well, he almost balked. Yep, there goes Coughlin. Pitch is high, and he held.
Pretty good chance there, that 2-strike count, that they weren't going to throw through. And risk an errant throw, and Coughlin able to take advantage, and now Denorfia has a chance to drive in 2. Did not go.
Coughlin with his 5th steal.
The arm action on that changeup must be really good, because we've seen him now a number of times leaving that changeup up in the zone, and he's gotten away with it. So he must really have great deception.
Well, 0-2 to 3-2 for Denorfia. Ross on deck, so May does have a base open.
Another changeup.
We walked him. We'll bring out Neil Allen, the pitching coach.
On Thursday, this coming week, the 25th, Cubs play the Dodgers. First pitch is at 1:20. Oh, this will be fun. Come see Paddington, he's a Bear, and Clark, he's a Bear. They're going to celebrate Paddington's birthday. The first 10,000 fans will receive a coupon good at local retailers for $2 off a Paddington Blu-ray combo pack. To purchase tickets for the game, visit Cubs.com.
There's David Ross. Bases loaded.
Well, this is interesting. He leaned heavily on that changeup to Denorfia. Ross likes to ambush that first pitch fastball. I would think breaking ball to get started here.
Yep. And a good one.
Location has not been good in this inning. He's clearly running on fumes. But boy, he made a good pitch there. Under duress, he has stayed away from the fastball. That was a changeup, a perfectly placed one.
Cubs trying to grab the lead for the first time. Pitch number 101. And he's going to get out of the inning.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay $0 down, $0 due at signing, and $0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the capable Explorer or the smart and innovative Escape. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease an Explorer or Escape with $0 down, $0 due at signing, and $0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
If you're living with diabetes and have Medicare or private insurance, here is some great news. Call United States Medical Supply today, and we'll send you the smallest glucose meter in the world, absolutely free. So small, It fits right on the bottle of strips.
It only takes a speck of blood, and it gives me my results in 5 seconds. I can even test it on my arm.
And there's no coding for easier, more accurate results.
And if you call now, we'll also send you this stylish full-featured meter at no charge. That's 2 free meters. You can keep one in your pocket and leave the other one at home.
You can even hook it up to your computer so your doctor can track your results.
United States Medical Supply also delivers prescription medication right to my door, so I don't have to go to the drugstore anymore.
Don't let diabetes get in the way of living. Give us a call today at United States Medical Supply and get the smallest meter in the world for free. Call today.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the fun-to-drive Focus or of the stylish and innovative Fusion. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease a Focus or a Fusion with 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
Let's take a look at the Illinois Lottery Anything's Possible moment, and Trevor May got into some major trouble. First and third, nobody out. Ended up striking out 3 to get out of the 6th inning, and it might be it for him today. Every winning story starts with a ticket. What will yours be? Illinois Lottery, anything's possible. So we remain tied at 1. And Lester will face 2, 3, 4. Starting with Eddie Rosario.
Yeah, when you look at those swings and all 3 of those at bats, just Cubs a little overly anxious. Starting with a bat swing at the breaking ball. Schwarber went way out of the zone with a high fastball, and David Ross fooled by the changeup down out of the zone. Frustrating day for the Cubs hitters as they have had numerous opportunities, haven't been able to cash in. John Lester has not been under a lot of pressure here this afternoon.
Curveball bounced foul.
He was last inning, but got Dozier in that soft little line drive to short to finish the inning.
Ross has
some dirt in the eye or something
in his eye. Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way. B.J. Mainville still helping out Ross. That's no fun. Meanwhile, the Pirates and Nationals will be getting underway shortly, and Bryce Harper is in the Washington lineup. Liriano and Scherzer in a great mound matchup.
Scherzer coming off a 16 strikeout performance.
Harper had been day-to-day with a strained left hamstring. Ground ball to the second baseman, Russell. Up with it. Short throw. Out number 1. Joe Mauer will climb in. We're in the bottom of the 9th at Rogers Center. 5-2 Orioles over the Blue Jays. Orioles put up 3 in the top of the 9th to grab the lead. Joseph and Machado with the run-scoring hits.
Well, a tightly bunched pack in the AL East, except for the Red Sox. They're 9 back. Everybody else within 4 of Tampa, who leads the way right now.
1-1 to Mauer.
A lot of people thought Boston would be the class of that division. And just the opposite. Yankees have been a surprise. Team to keep an eye on for my money is the Blue Jays if they acquire some pitching to go along with that lineup.
Alfredo Simon and Nathan Eovaldi tonight in the Bronx. Tigers and Yankees. Bangs that one off the mask of Ross. Oh, that is so jarring.
Mauer hit a big home run here the other day to help beat the Cardinals, an outfield home run. He's always been a type of hitter who hits the ball to all fields.